Hey guys, Modelling Weekly here. Today's video will be a little bit different. I'm doing a tutorial for an easy, great looking diorama that you can use for tanks, trucks, whatever you want. Let's begin. I'm basing my diorama off of balsa wood, though you can use cardboard or anything else you want. We'll start by cutting the wood in half to double it up in height. Then mark out rough shapes of the surrounding earth and cut them out. I recommend at least 2 layers of ground relief. To fix the wood together, the easiest option is PVA glue. If you're using balsa wood, you may want to brush a coat onto the wood and let it dry, as it can be too absorbent otherwise. I recommend using masking tape rather pressure while the glue dries to keep the shape of the base and so there is a strong bond. You could also brush PVA around the edge to add extra strength. Before we add the filler, I recommend adding some cuts to the surface for the filler to latch onto. The filler itself can be pretty much any household filler, though try to use pre-mixed stuff as it tends to dry a bit faster. If the surface is a bit rough, sanding the base down will fix it. The main colour of the base can be any colour you want, depending on where it is set, but I'm using chocolate brown for its rich colour. I also added a thick wash of light brown to bring out detail, though I recommend thinning it down more than I did. The base colour can then be re-added where the tracks would be to add a wetter texture. For the edges I used black paint, though you may want to use wood stain and acrylic wash or maybe even use the brown base colour. I used static grass, though not with an applicator. I simply grabbed clumps of it and pushed it into PVA glue. The excess can then be shaken off, and if you don't have static grass, you could use AstroTurf fibres from a test sample. A gloss varnish added some more wetness to the muddy dirt track. To create the fence, I used toothpicks and wire. Matchsticks would be easier here as they are already squared off. Simply feed the wire through the holes and paint it a metallic colour. You may even want to leave it bare metal. And that should leave you with a completed diorama. The idea with this isn't to create an incredible diorama, just something to enhance the look of your models when on display. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it useful, and I'll see you next time. Bye!